My name is Craig Johns. I'm here with Kat Dillon, and we've become friends and partners in my wellness. And so this has been going on now for about a month. I've really just got started. This is our first day of official sitting down and putting a plan together of how the food and the chewing will turn into nutrients that actually are accepted into the body, and that I'll be able to diagnose by the way things get excreted out of my body, the tests that we'll do, blood tests, and some of the diagnostics. I have a Wi-Fi controlled scale, a Wi-Fi controlled blood pressure cuff, and I'm wearing the Fitbit now that works with Practice Better. So I think the things that were really super eye-opening so far, and then I'll talk about today after that, but up to today was I really don't feel this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I've eliminated all bread, all starch type products. I've replaced that, almost all of it, with vegetables. I am starting to eat a little better with the fruits and a little less on the fruits. No juices, 100% water or tea. That's the only things that I'm drinking. And I found already my energy level. I am a baseball coach. I'm 55 years old, and I'm able to get around the field a little bit better now already in just 2 weeks of kind of implementing. And I haven't even implemented any of the metabolic stuff yet. I just implemented some of the simple startups. But from today, what I can tell you is Kat has been telling me about the rainbow diet to make sure that we highlight all that in the middle. That's the core with some protein, and then peripherally you can have other things. But seasoning added is going to make a big difference. It's going to taste better. It's going to fill me up or make me feel more full. I don't have to eat as much. And then I think one thing that she identified that we talked together about is that I need to make sure I'm consciously calming down and getting in the right state of mind in order to receive the food. It's almost like meditative before I eat. And then when I'm chewing, I should be focusing on the chewing. So if I start with some visual things, like thinking about 5 different things that are in my environment, how it smells, how it looks, how it feels, how it tastes, it'll slow me down a little bit and get me in the rhythm. And Kat is giving me a diagnostic tool to measure that as well. And I feel like the nutrients are actually making its way to the right places. I definitely feel better. I've lost about 15 pounds already in 3 weeks. I'm not really even looking at that as much as my energy level and how I feel. A little bit of adding some exercise and adding these more colorful foods and highlighting them and having more protein than carbohydrates. What I have found is I feel like I'm sleeping more, even though the diagnostics are only showing 4 or 5 hours of sleep. But the last 2 mornings, for the first time in over a year, I remembered some of my dreams. So to me, that's like groundbreaking. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but whatever it is, there's some changes that are going on. I was telling Kat earlier, when I went to the baseball field, I'm a coach. So if I'm on the first base side and I have to get to the third base side to coach, I used to walk and I was kind of embarrassed to go a little faster and I'd get out of breath. I actually went and flowed over there like one of the young coaches, and it felt really good. I know that sounds a little silly, but for me, that's like an everyday thing. I feel like I'm going to be more mobile and be able to even be more active than I already am. Thanks for helping rebuild me.